So on these concepts, now we'll see that how to write the program for blinking LED. So this blinking LED is similar to your Hello World program in your C language. So similar to that Hello World program in your C language, here the first program we are learning is blinking LED. So here, if you observe the diagram, we had taken some certain components. This component is called as breadboard, where we can keep our components. And this is the resistor, and this is the LED, and this is our Arduino Uno board, and this is USB cable, which is used to transfer or to upload the program, as well as to give the power supply to this Arduino board. And to connect these devices to this Arduino, we are using this connecting wires. So here we are writing the program to switch on this particular LED. As already I told that LED is nothing but a output device. So here, this diagram shows that how the connections are done to connect the LED to this Arduino board. So here, this is the sketch to control the LED through the Arduino board. So here, already I told that the sketch contains the two parts. One is the setup function and another one is the loop function. So in the setup, always you should write down the statements related to this pin mode. So here, in this, as per this diagram, the LED is connected to the digital pin of 12. So here you should write down the pin number as 12, and we know that LED is an output device, so the next parameter you should write down that it is a output. So the meaning of this pin mode statement is there is a output device which is connected at 12th pin. And next, within this loop, we should write down the programmable instructions, which can be used to control our LED device. So here, just we are writing the program to switch on and to switch off the LED. So here we have only two states, one is on and another one is off. So on is referred as high state, off is referred as low state. So since we have only two states, we can use this digital write functions. So here, since the LED is an output device, so you have to use the statements such as write. So in the first statement, you are writing distant write of 12 comma high. So this statement is used to turn on the LED. So here, whatever the device which is connected at the 12th pin, it is for that pin we are supplying the value such as high. So high is nothing but 1, which turn on the LED. So the next one is to switch off the LED, you should write down the function such as this write of 12 comma low. So now you are passing the value of low, which turn off the LED. So if you had written these two statements continuously, that is digital write of 12 comma high and digital write of 12 comma low, so continuously the LED will be goes to the on state and off state, which cannot be recognized by our eyes. So just it will be displays as flashing. So even we can observe that it can be continuously in the on state. So to observe the difference in between the on state and off state, we are using this delay statement. As already I told that this delay will access the integer value in terms of milliseconds. So here the 1000 refers to 1 second. So here, after you are turning the LED on, it waits for 1 second. After that, you are passing this loop. So that means we can observe the difference in between the high state and the low state. And all these statements are written in the loop part. So all these four statements can be executed for infinite number of times. So here you may get the doubt like why always you should write down the statements in the loop part. If you had written the same statement in the setup part, it can be executed by only one time. But if you had written the statements in the loop, it can be executed for the infinite times. So if you go for some real-time examples related to any sensors, suppose assume that you had fixed one temperature sensor to control the temperature of your room. Right. So based on the temperatures, like in the ACs, so air conditioning. So based on the room temperature, it controls all the room temperature to a certain degree. So whenever the room temperature increases or decreases, again the air condition will work, and again it maintains the same room temperature. So always or continuously, it has to monitor the room temperature. So if there is a term called as continuously monitoring, always the statements must be written in loop function. The next example is using of this analog read. Sorry. So here, whenever you are using the analog read, we know that it can be used for the input devices. So here, we are using one input devices which is called as potentiometer. So this potentiometer will gives the outputs in the range of 0 to 1023. So that means it gives the values from it gives 1024 range of values. So whenever we have more number of values or more range of values, compulsory you can tell that it is I mean we have to deal with analog values. So because of that reason, this potentiometer is connected to the analog pin, and here you had connected your potentiometer at 3A3. Right. So here in the setup function, we had used one more term, serial dot begin, which is used, which is used to set up the baud rate. Anyway, these functions can be discussed in the later lectures. So presently, remember that this serial dot begin is used to set up the serial functions, and 9600 refers to the baud rate. And in this loop function, you are writing this analog read function, and here whenever you are writing the read function, it accepts only one parameter, that is pin number, and whatever the value you are reading, that value can be stored in a variable such as value. So this is nothing but one variable, and always you should declare this variable by using any one of the data types such as integer. So here the value is nothing but a variable which is used to store the input values which are read from this analog pin. And here the analog pin value is nothing but A3, which is connected to the potentiometer. And this serial.println is similar to your printf statement, which displays the values on the monitor, right? So here this example well shows the behavior of your analog read function. Similarly, the next function refers to the example of using your character function. So here already I had given some character functions such as is digit, is alpha, is space, is lower, is upper, right? So here for example, I'm writing the program by using is digit and is alpha. So here First, I am checking that whether the 8 is a digit or a character. So you know that the 8 is a digit. So here it prints the statement such as is digit, I mean 8 is a digit. So already I told that this is digit will returns 1 if it is a digit, or otherwise it returns 0 if it is a character, right? So similarly you can check the program for is alpha. If a is a alpha, then it returns 1, otherwise it returns 0. So all these are the conditional statements as you had studied the conditional statements in your C language.